talk about the riots that have been going on Sunset Strip.
There was a riot. You know, there was a lot of vandalism.
There haven't really been riots. They've been, in actuality, since I was there, they've been demonstrations. And, but I guess a lot of people and journalists don't know how to spell demonstration, so they use the word riot because it only has 4 letters.
First, tell me a little bit, quickly, what are the demonstrations and who's taking place in them?
Well, it's mostly the kids that are from the ages of around 15 to, I'd say, 20 or 21. Under 18, it's a California law that you're not able to go into a teenage nightclub that sells alcoholic beverage. There's a 10 o'clock curfew imposed on these young people that, regardless of whether it's a good thing or a bad thing, they still don't like it. I think it probably has a lot to do with the fact that of somebody telling them they have to be in by 10 o'clock. That's sort of the same thing as saying that they have to cut their hair. You know, I mean, it's against the law to tell somebody they can do that. Which
would you like to see all the kids in the country wearing hair like yours?
I would like to see all the kids in the country wearing the hair like they'd like to wear it.
When it first happened, there was a few comments made, one by the sheriff of Los Angeles. He said that the curfew should be abolished. He says take the babysitting job out of the hands of the police, put it in the hands of the parents. If the parents think their kids can be out after 10, they should be out.
These are scenes shot on the spot of the angry demonstrations that took place on the famous Sunset Strip in Hollywood. Thousands of youth gathered to protest police brutality and the 10 p.m. curfew for all persons under 18. As we move up the street, we approach the Fifth Estate, a now famous coffee house and headquarters for the movement to protest police brutality and to keep the strip open to all teenagers.
There is going to have to be some compromise and some meeting ground between the two generations that exist. The youth simply will not buy the world that the elders have given them. They see too much hypocrisy in it. They see too many things that is wrong with it. And I think that the elders are going to have to realize that they simply can no longer browbeat youth into following its established path, that they simply can't come up with a rational explanation why they should follow their established path. And yet I think we've got to share the same planet together. We've got to live and let live. And so there's going to have to be some meeting of minds between the two and some accommodation between the two in order for both to live in peace. I think that what we've had here occur here in Los Angeles is, in very recent times, a confrontation where certainly the older, more money generation tried to kick out the youth from a particular area, in this case the Sunset Strip area of LA, and it failed. A call went out and you had the area flooded with young people. And the entrenched power people up here realized very shortly, very quickly, that they simply could not, even with the use of the police force, drive the element out from the Sunset Strip area.
There's a man with a gun over there telling me I got to beware. that sound? This battle line's being drawn. Nobody's right if everybody's wrong. Young people speaking their mind, so much resistance. Time will what's that sound? What a field they call the heat. 1,000 people in the street, singing songs and they carrying signs. Mostly say hooray for our side. What's that sound? Paranoia strikes deep into your life, it will creep. It starts when you're always afraid. Step out of line, the man come and take you away. You better stop. What's that sound?
The LAPD didn't get it then either, you know. It's like they decided to run a lineup across the street like there was some kind of a revolution going on or something, you know, and it's a bunch of kids having a funeral for a bar.
I got busted by the cops. Remember when they took me down to the Sunset and Clark, you know, down there
Yeah,
where
right.
the police station was. Took me inside, you know, and then started me and this other guy, Freddie Brechtel. I don't know if you remember him.
Oh, I remember that name.
Yeah.
My God.
So we were in the cell, and they were calling us names and everything, and the cop was calling us. The one cop had real short hair, like sticking up, you know, like in a brush cut with big horn rim glasses, and he called me an animal, you know. So I called him a grasshopper.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. Oh, God. That's the
Uh-oh.
night they came in and knocked my tooth out, this one right here, and did this other stuff and banged us around. It happened really fast. I didn't put up much of a fight, obviously. And but that was, that was kind of like the ambience,
That
we
was
were freaks in a pretty cool car, and bang, in jail, for whatever, who knows.
Yeah, everybody everybody that ever wore their hair long in the 60s, has a vague inkling of what it's like to be black.
Yeah.
Even still, and it's just, it was just everything and all things that we were taking together. And that happened to you before.
Yeah, before the sunset.
Before the sunset thing. So we were already prepared.
Yeah. That was our first big hit, for what it's worth. Was our first, and really probably the biggest hit that Springfield ever had. Bummer, to put it bluntly. It kind of popped our bubble, didn't it?
Yes, it sure did. Well, I think your experience with the West Hollywood Sheriffs kind of set the stage, and then I saw that, and then that was it. We had to have a piece of them.
Yeah.
Because they were out of line.
Yeah, they were.
And from an old soldier in military school, boy, I can tell you they were out of line. Still are. It ain't done, old boy. That's not the way to do it. So, there's that anger and rage in it, and then there's all the kids coming back from the Nam going, oh, Jiminy, wow. Yeah. And so it's all kind of in that song.
Pirouetting high in the night sky, a 30-foot model of a semi-clad chorus girl greets you at the entrance of the Strip, inviting you to ride the Magic Mile, where sex is bigger than life.